Hi, I'm Bobbie Anne, the marketing assistant for Germono Advertising Company, and this week we're talking about engagement. It's no secret that in the last few years, organic engagement for business pages across all social media accounts have really gone down. But that's not because the social media platforms don't want to share your content. There's just too much content being put out. You have to remember that there are thousands and thousands of more users on these platforms compared to when you might have started. So I've got 3 engagement tips that I want to share with you that's going to be really helpful for solopreneurs and small business owners like yourself. We don't have to overcomplicate this, guys. Just bring it back down to the basics when it comes to engagement. You first have to be willing to do what you're asking others to do for you. Social media cannot be completely self-serving. After all, it is social media. So are you going out into the community and starting conversations? Are you answering questions? Are you giving tips? Whatever you're asking for, you have to do first. So be sure that you're going out there, starting some conversations. And with platforms like Facebook, where it's not as easy to start a conversation on a business page, be sure that you're answering those questions that people are sending you. Are you leaving messages unanswered? Are you leaving comments unacknowledged? You have to be able to give that back to the community if you're asking for more engagement from your followers. Tip number 2. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own bubble of creating content that we forget that the content is supposed to be serving our audience and not the other way around. You should not be just creating content that you like. You shouldn't just be using platforms that you like because your audience are individuals. Everyone likes to consume content in many different ways: audio, visual, video. Some people are still loving to read blogs. So make sure that you are tapping into your audience and really listening to what they want. Make sure that you're going into your insights and analytics to see what's working best, what's getting the most attention. Be sure that you are making content for your audience. So tip number 3 is the most important in my opinion, and that is be consistent for your audience. If you want more engagement, you've got to be there when they're online, and that is going to come with setting up a plan. You definitely have to have a plan with your content creation. You can't post and then disappear for 2 weeks and then come back and expect everybody to just be waiting on you. They have their own things going on too, and there is a ton of content flooding these platforms every single minute. So it's very easy to fill that void when you disappear. Make sure you've got a plan that you can be consistent. A quick recap for you guys. Tip number 1, if you want engagement, you have to engage first. Tip number 2, make sure you're creating content for your audience, not for yourself. And tip number 3, be consistent. If you have any questions about anything that I've talked about today, send us a message or leave a comment. We are happy to help you anytime. Maybe you don't know how to create consistent content. You need help getting that system set up. Or maybe you're not even sure who your audience even is. We can help you with that too. So complimentary consultations are always available as well. And be sure to follow us on all of the platforms for more tips.